What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on NASCAR on MDK. My name is Jack Krause, and today I'm unveiling a new series as a subcategory to Inside the Lines. It is called Hear Me Out. It's simple as this. I just give my thoughts and opinions on some of the biggest topics around the world of NASCAR. Now, as we all know, this weekend is the Monster Energy All-Star Race. Now, and this has been a hot topic in terms of should it continue, and if so, should it be at Charlotte? Should it, or should the All-Star Race move to another track like Martinsville was another, or was a discussion that people said, or even Nashville Fairgrounds if that can go through in terms of with the city and all that. And my thoughts on it is simply as this: don't move the All-Star Race. Don't move it away from Charlotte. Now, hear me out. Before you get in the comments saying, but why Charlotte produces bad racing? First off, it's not the track's fault. Charlotte has not changed for 6 or so years. It has provided good racing. Case in point, 2016. And that All-Star Race, even though it was confusing as hell, it provided some pretty awesome racing. Now we're into 2019. Now I'm going to give you the reasons why I think it should stay in Charlotte. Number one, you have a format and a package that can provide good racing. We saw it in 2018 when they came out with this restricted play package. It was the best All-Star Race in a long time. I'm pretty sure everyone can agree on that. Even though it was manufactured, it was artificial, but it was an All-Star Race. It was for fun, so it was accepted under those conditions. So we got that out of the way. You have a package like the 2019 package, and it's going to be run under similar conditions as it was last weekend at Kansas. Even though Charlotte's going to be a lot hotter, more slicker, it's still going to be run under the nighttime, cooler temperatures, which is perfect for this package because the 2019 package does wonders under the lights and cool temperatures. Again, case in point to last weekend at Kansas. You have a format that is completely simple to understand. Stage 1, I believe is 30 laps, stage 2, 3, 20 laps, and stage 4, 15 laps. So you have a format that's easy to understand. Why would you, if you decided to move the All-Star Race away from Charlotte, first, and have it as a standalone event, you're just going to kill the All-Star Race, because the All-Star Race is not, at least not like it used to be, it cannot be promoted well enough to just be a sellout crowd or to have a good crowd or have some sort of importance level to it every single year. So, like, for example, again, like I mentioned before, I heard some people say they wanted to move the All-Star Race to Martinsville. Alright, Martinsville, it'll still be good, but if it's a standalone event where there's no points on the line, it's not going to have that big of a turnout. Again, points still matters. People prefer or pay attention more to a points race than they would to a non-championship race. And if you have it be a standalone event at Martinsville, most likely not many people are going to show up and not many people are going to care about it. If leaving it at Charlotte is very important because it sort of sets the tone for the Coke 600. You know, Fox Sports, they have this motto called 10 Days of Thunder. Well, the All-Star Race sort of sets up that motto for the Coke 600 and for the biggest race or day in motorsports. You know, the All-Star Race reminds you of, hey, you know, Coke 600 is 1 week away. And it sort of gets you in the mood. It sort of gets you ready for Memorial Day weekend, for Monaco, Indianapolis, and Charlotte. Again, like I said, if you move it away from it, first off, it sort of kills that sort of momentum for the Coke 600, and it might not produce that much of a big turnout if you move it as a standalone race at another track like Martinsville or Nashville Fairgrounds, as I heard. But there is a way, I think, to add more importance to the All-Star Race, and it just involves one thing: perks. NASCAR's All-Star Race perk is $1 million. If you notice, every single year, by the time we get to the All-Star Race or get near the All-Star Race, commercials, promos, everything has this one motto: $1 million. $1 million. Who's going to win $1 million? Well, I can say this right now. Nobody really cares about $1 million, at least not as much as they used to back in 2003. That was the first time that $1 million would be given to a winner. 15 years, actually more than 15 years, I would say. More than 15 years, it has the same moniker, the same prize. If you promote that year after year after year, after a while, it's not going to be that special. If I were to tell you in 2003 a driver's going to win $1 million, okay, but if I tell you now the driver wins $1 million, you're going to be like, yeah, I know, it happens every year. So I think you got to switch it up a bit. And I know you can't do this for this year's All-Star Race, but maybe for next year's All-Star Race, I offer this. Instead of giving out $1 million, you offer $3 million. Hashtag do it for Dale. Not only that, add some couple perks that could affect how a driver performs or affect a driver's race in the Coke 600. For example, if the winner of the All-Star race, not only do they get $3 million, but say they also get an extra set of fresh tires, and this might be questionable for some, the winner gets to select the pit stall, gets to select the pit stall of where they want to enter in. By doing that, not only do you add emphasis, okay, now there's extra $2 million on the line, so maybe some people might be interested in that there's a lot more money that's going to be given to the winner, which of course when there's more money, people are going to do a lot more things to enable to receive that purse. But now you're also adding two things that can play a role to one of the biggest races of the year, one of the crown jewels of NASCAR with the Coke 600. So that's going to add even more importance to watching the All-Star race, because now if you're watching the All-Star race, not only are you going to be interested in seeing, okay, who's going to win the $3 million for the first time, more than $1 million, but who also is going to get that advantage for the Coke 600? Who's going to get that first, it doesn't have to be first pistol, but who's going to get that first pick to select where they can enter in? Who's going to get that fresh set of tires? And who knows, maybe when we enter in the Coke 600, that fresh set of tires could play a role in who does well, and even so, who wins this race. The All-Star race is in a weird path, okay? I feel like the All-Star race can regain some of its importance, some of its meaning to it, but you don't need to move the track away from Charlotte. You don't. You just add some perks. Just add some more meaning to it. The format is completely fine, even though I feel like last year's format was better with a 10-lap shootout instead of a 15-lap shootout, but whatever. You have a format that's good. You have a package that's unique enough for an All-Star race, because you're having all these different, you have a package that's completely different than from the package that we ran this year. Yes, it's the same core package, but you're adding two things. You're adding, I believe it was a carbon fiber splitter and hood aero ducts. So that already adds even more meaning to it, because it's something different. Something, okay, how will this package affect the racing? So you got that as well as the $3 million, as I said before, as well as on top of that, the two perks that can affect the Coke 600. It's really not that hard, and I'm pretty sure with the amount of track money that Charlotte has got, or that SMI has got from Fox Sports and NBC Sports, I'm pretty sure they can get $3 million to a winner. But overall, that is my thoughts on the All-Star race. It should not be moved. Just add some perks, add some more meaning to it, and I think it can help the All-Star race in terms of its meaning. But that's going to conclude this first episode of Inside the Lines. Hear me out. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more. Tell me in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of my proposed opinion on the All-Star race? Do you feel like it should be moved? If so, where and why? If you guys like my rules, like my opinions on it, again, tell me in the comments down below. I'd like to hear you guys' opinions on this story. Until next time, though, I'm Jack Krause from NASCAR on MDK, and I'll see you guys in the next video.